and welcome to today's subcommittee legislative hearing. Our witnesses. Today's hearing is the third in a series of what the majority calls holding big tech accountable. I certainly hope the fourth will be on a national privacy and data security framework. Uh, for the December hearing, Republicans invited TikTok to testify as our witness. Since they are at the center of many of our shared concerns, but TikTok declined. For this hearing, I appreciate that the majority backed our efforts to invite the company, this particular company, TikTok, this time on a bipartisan basis, but sadly, TikTok declined yet again. I know this isn't what you want, Madam Chair, and I certainly don't want it either. So again, very disappointing, and we're not going to give up. Madam Chair, if we put our heads together, I'm sure we can figure out a way to get this company, this particular company, TikTok, before our subcommittee, like so many others who have appeared as part of our country's democratic process. How very arrogant of them. But again, we're not going to give up. We need to hear from TikTok. The legislation today covers a broad range of issues. Now, not just hear from TikTok. We need to ask questions of TikTok. While I share many of the same concerns as my colleagues regarding big tech's abuse of power, I worry about proposals that miss the target and hurt other parts of our economy. Without more careful vetting, these bills will lead to a worse consumer experience, adversely impact American innovators and small businesses, and increase market dominance for large companies, specifically Google in this case. So far this Congress, this committee has heard from academics, industry experts, and consumer advocates, which is great. I'm pleased that today we finally get to hear from law enforcement's perspective. They are on the front lines, and I know you agree, Madam Chair, of protecting our kids online, which is a primary focus in our fight against big tech. And thank you again for holding this hearing. I'm proud to welcome Mike Duffy, a law enforcement officer based in my home state of Florida, who has dedicated more than 20 years of his career to protecting our Floridians and our nation's children from predators and other dangerous threats online. Law enforcement's insights are critically important as we consider multiple avenues to rein in the abuses perpetrated by big tech. I believe two bills under consideration today will help. First, we've got the H.R. 6786, the Increasing Consumers' Education on Law Enforcement Resources Act, introduced by my good friend, Representative Mullen. It will require FTC and attorneys general to develop a public education program to inform our constituents about law enforcement resources regarding online safety. The second is my bill, and thank you for mentioning it, Madam Chair, and agendaing the bill, H.R. 6755, the Cooperation Among Police, Tech, and Users to Resist Exploitation Act, or the Capture Act, which will require the Government Accountability Office to research and provide recommendations on how to improve coordination and consultation between social media companies and law enforcement without creating constitutional issues. Some here may recognize the single point of contact proposal as it currently exists in the FirstNet framework. This is a model I'm looking to apply to tech platforms so federal, state, and local law enforcement have clarity on who is reaching out to these companies in order to tackle harms online. Given the connection to today's Democratic bills have on privacy and data security, I know my friend, the chair, will appreciate me once again emphasizing the importance of passing a national privacy and data security law. Even the House Administration Committee just held a hearing on a national privacy standard. We are all well overdue. We are overdue to hold a committee hearing because we have the jurisdiction in this committee, and I know the chair has promised that we would. Madam Chair, I know these issues are extremely important to you, and the best way to protect our constituents online is through a national privacy and data security framework. It is time our subcommittee moves beyond these one-off bills that beat around the bush of privacy and data security concerns. Leader Rogers, and I'm sure she'll confirm this, and I remain fully committed to working across the aisle with anyone to enact a truly comprehensive privacy and data security law, and I urge my colleagues to join me in these efforts. Thank you again for allowing me to participate today, and I look forward to the discussion, especially how these proposals will help protect our kids online. Thank you, and I yield back.
Thank you, Mr. Bilirakis, and I do look